I don't know. Bine in. Hello. Yeah, I imagine a lot of people jump back on this game every big patch comes out. But let's go back down to the bar. Hard drinking spacer. I don't imagine I've got money to do anything with you, but we'll have a look. I've got a Wayfarer class freighter. I won't be needing it anymore. He looks at you with reddening eyes that suggest sorrows which require quite a lot of drowning. I can sell it to you for 4,600 credits, he says. Looks down at his half-empty drink. It was good to me. Once. That's for details. Unreliable subsystems, faulty power grid. For 4 grand. Decent cargo capacity. I learned about the patch by seeing this stream. Already installed. I hope you have as much fun with it as I'm having right now. To be honest, even without the updates, I've returned to this game on the regular because it's top 5 of my favourite games. I can see why, honestly. I can easily see why. Even outside of content creation on YouTube or when I was streaming it on the regular, I played on a solo game for quite a long time afterwards. Problem with streaming and well, content creation in general, if you're a variety content creator, is that there's a never-ending list of games you wanted to try, and every now and then a game gets added to the list of this was so good I want to come back to it. And after you've done it for long enough, that list is almost never-ending as well. And it's just like, oh, what game do I feel like playing? I don't know. There's so many. I don't mind actually picking another Wayfarer up, actually. Yeah, okay. Relationship with Hermes Phobos is increased by 2 and independence by 1. Hooray! Aye, good dealing, he says, and leaves. Join the high-ranking officer for a word. You follow the adjutant to the private booth. They give a salute and redeploy towards the bar. Captain, Colonel Dale Hayes greets you without flourish. Please, do sit. Make yourself comfortable. He motions towards a pitcher of cool, clear water. He is always on duty, from the looks of it. Stratcom requires an irregular force to disrupt the orbital works at Captain Star Works for at least 60 days. A few flicks of a datapad and a hollow map floats above the table. The intel is comprehensive, estimated garrison, stats, and deployment disposition. The target is 11 light years away. The Special Operations Office has agreed to pay 79,000 credits if you can complete this mission. You examine the datapad and estimate that roughly 100 Marines would be required to pull off this operation. The hegemony colonel watches you make your calculations, patiently awaiting your response. Well, I mean... I could grab a bunch of Marines. I kind of want them to free the scientist anyway, because what's a good way of dealing with a kidnapping handoff? Is to keep the scallywag on the line whilst your Marines home in on the signal and just bust down the door, Sardaukar style. It's a little bit traumatic for the researcher who has to witness the Sardaukar style justice being applied. Well, not that it's really called justice, but you know what I mean. I mean, I could. Okay, I accept. Aye. At that, he gives a small salute. Captain. Got 240 days to complete this. Okay, leave. Let's repair my ships. Let's also see what's going on in here. Got the engine assembly, which increases the durability of the engines and the ship's hull, and drops the sensor profile by a lot. Advanced turret gyros allows the turret tracking speed to be a lot better. Accelerated shields. I mean, that's not bad, actually, for a ship that relies on that. Okay, so... Realistically, I would want to go to Eventide to sell this. I would have to do it on the black market, though. There's literally no other way that I could do it. Because I'm fairly certain that, yeah, this is illegal in this area. So. I best get Marines. Aquarius Pirates. Kind of on the way. Tile, I could pick them up, or the Umbra Pirates for a decent price. So, yeah, we could sell this to the Umbra Pirates, I suppose. All right, now I could sell them for 412 here. I wouldn't be able to get that much more, but no, I'll sell them to the hegemony. I'm not going to allow greed to force me to sell to the Lydic Path. While I'm here, though, where would this be best sold? Zargan wants them. Madeira, the Persian League. Do Madeira also need these? No, but is Madeira a place where I could pick these up? Yes, so I'm probably going to be heading to Tile then. Okay, I've got some stuff to drop off there then, that's fine. Honestly, I'll just sell this wherever. These I don't care about. Wait, you can actually do trade? To be honest, I find one of those things Starsector needs to do is remove the high taxes from some of the factions, because they specifically left the hegemony because of the taxes. I mean, some of them did. Not all of them, though. Some of them left because the hegemony were being too controlling, I would say. I generally trade on the black market, though. As long as okay, so here's the thing. My trade missions are usually raiding pirates, acquiring loot from pirates or the Lydic Path, and then trading the illegal stuff I got from them to places on the black market. But because I dump all of that stuff on the black market and then leave, even though I've just done a load of trading on the black market, they're like, ah, we want to scan you. Oh, you don't have anything illegal. Wow, poop. I'm on to you. Hey, Aavak, I teach in South Wales College, and today was our last day of the term. And we are discussing our favourite YouTubers on Twitch, and I saw you So you were live, so we watched your stream for over an hour. Wow, the lion. Sorry, it took me ages to pass that. My bad. It's probably that I'm getting a little bit tired. But thank you. That's really cool. What ages do you teach? Yeah, Tri-Tac are great. Also the Independents are great for not needing your transponder on, are they? Right, let's sell that. We're good for now on crew. Fuel is not great. Right, where are we headed for this? First, I'm going to go and buy a load of supplies. Then we're going to go to Samara. So let me key in Samara. Is Samara somewhere where I can get fuel decently priced? Well, yes, actually, Sphinx. I can get it at Sphinx. That's okay then. Alright. I've got my my plans. But first, we're gonna need. Oh my lord, we've got 3 ships to give ordnance points to unmothball and to actually name properly. This combat freighter here, the Cerberus combat freighter. Let's have a look at what auto fits you've got. Standard would just give. I'm going to allow you to buy off the market. Actually, no, I'm not. You can have that like that. Let's go. Confirm. Raiding pirate outposts for endless supplies was fixed. Oh, no. I wasn't talking about raiding them for endless supplies. But there's an endless amount of Luddic Path cells. There's an endless amount of pirate stations that you can raid. You just need to cycle them, let them recover, and then drop by. It's like, be a sensible raider. Don't raid the same village over and over and over. Worst case scenario, they all die, and then you can't raid them for grain next year. Slightly, well, actually, no. That's a bad scenario. Worst case scenario is they get sick and tired of your nonsense and they send a boy to a village looking for samurai to help defend them. And then all of a sudden, a samurai monk comes along and 6 of his friends. One of them's a little bit derpy, but he'll do his best. And all of a sudden, your raider band is dead. That's the worst case scenario. But only slightly not as bad as that is all of the people that die and then you don't have them to raid. You must raid responsibly. Sustainable raiding, indeed. Like crop rotations, only with DACA. There used to be a bug where pirate bases never had land supplies, no matter how much they got raided. That was fixed. Yeah, the like the Luddic Path ones had absolutely infinite supplies. You could just raid them over and over and over and over and over again. Yep. Right. Okay. So. Rugged construction, shielded cargo holds, very nice. I want more stuff though. So, do we want militarized subsystems? Can we not get that? Oh no, this is not a civilian grade hub. Expanded cargo holds wouldn't be bad. Sensor profile. Sensor profile is 38. So yeah, this is a frigate, so it would add an extra 30. Mind you, that's 30% extra cargo. Let's be honest there. It's pretty good. We'll drop the flux distributor, pop in expanded cargo holds. And I think this is pretty much as good as we're gonna get. There we are, go back. Done, done, and done. Next up, let's get you auto fit. Standard's just gonna. Oh, okay. Let's buy ordnance if we can. Allow black market ordnance because I would kind of prefer that. Cost to acquire everything is going to be. $1,008. I can live with that. I think. Hardened subsystems, don't really care for it. Frequency overhaul. Armored weapon mounts. Well, I mean, actually armored weapon mounts on this particular hull isn't so bad, I would say. But I really would like expanded cargo holds. That being said, no. No, let's not go with that. Let's just give you a nice big punchy amount of capacitors and vents. There you go. I could start building things in, but I'm really not at that point yet. Alright then. Time for you. Good morning, pagan samurai. We were just talking about samurais, actually. Yeah, all of the people dying can happen if you raid the planet too much in Starsector. Keep them at low stability too long and they decivilize. Yes. You do not want to do that. Raiding pirates for loot. Isn't that like a pirate king? It's basically them giving you tribute to not die with extra steps and technically legal. Well, kind of. So, interesting thing. Aavak is the only stream that Twitch will let me watch. God wills it, I guess. Why will other streams not allow you to watch them? I heard your summons. Scenes. Right, let's strip everything off this. Okay, so this is a big chunky boy. Anti-armor, point defense. Black cannons are interesting ones. Let's have a look at what the autofit would do. An assault one would go for... Wow, okay, so Reapers. One heavy mortar, 2 flak cannons, 2 heavy autocannons, 2 Reaper class torpedoes, and the Sabo Sabo SRMs. Close support is 2 flak cannons, 2 harpoon medium range missiles, 2 Salamander medium range missiles, and 3 Arbalast autocannons. Expanded missile racks on that one. Integrated targeting unit, flux distributor. We could not get close to that. 1 flat cannon, 1 heavy mortar, 1 light machine gun, 2 Arbalast autocannons, 2 Atropos class torpedo racks, and 2 harpoon MRMs. No. I'm going to set this one up myself. Right, so we've got 2 assault cannons. Decent damage versus armor, but much less versus shields. There, 1 there. Black cannon wouldn't be a terrible one, but 1 anti-shield is kind of nice. The flak cannon would be great at taking out oncoming attacks. Have we got a flak cannon at the side? We don't. That's a shame. Bumpers also aren't terrible, I guess. Rotary cannon with generous engineering specifications which provides for great ease of operation and reliability. Weapons officers across the professional navies of the sector, meanwhile, curse a thumper for rewarding poor maintenance habits. I mean, I guess. Or I could go with more Arbalast. The thing with the flat... I mean, I could put the flat cannon up front and then 2 Arbalast autocannons at the sides. Actually, you know what? We're going to go with 2 extra Arbalasts. This is going to give us a lot of shield punch and armor punch. As for these, then, I would like anti-fighter if I can. Hammer class torpedoes. This dumbfire rocket was ubiquitous. Okay, dumbfire. It's not really guided, which is a bit less useful. Ubiquitous in sector pre-collapse due to civilian applications discovered by asteroid miners. The go-to strike weapon of the desperately under-equipped. The hammer is most often employed by poor independent militias, pirates, and especially the Luddic Path. This had led to the mildly blasphemous alternative name of the weapon, Lud's Hammer. Lud's Hammer, wow. Rude. There's a spread of unguided rockets. There's a spread of unguided rockets. Harpoons, medium range, high payload guided missile. Have we got something that's good for swarming? Sabo double. We don't really want a torpedo. The Annihilator rocket pack Fires a spread of unguided rockets that cover a wide arc, typically used to strip away enemy armor once shields are down. We've got 2 harpoons. As far as finishes go, that's kind of nice. Only mildly blasphemous. You wouldn't bother with salt chain guns unless overridden or no other high explosive options, really. Damage per second 500, flux per second 400. Let's have a look what that would be like with a thumper. Damage per second, basically 500, flux per second 400, but sustained is much lower. Flux per shot is 30 versus this flux per shot of 60. Flux per damage 0.8 versus a 0.3. I mean, you might have a good call on that one. Also, what's the range on this? Range is actually pretty low. Yeah, okay, we'll switch over to the thumpers then. But for the missiles, I think 2 harpoons and maybe 2 annihilator rocket packs. Honestly, if I had some more salamanders, I'd go for that, but sadly, no. Not sure how good this is going to be, but we'll see. Right, we want efficiency overhaul. Let's see how that changes things. Maintenance supply is now still 7.2 a month, though. That's kind of bad. Skeleton crew required is not too bad. We could increase some of the issues with flux with... Well, actually, let's have a look. How long can you stay in a fight? You can stay in a fight for quite some time. If I put in the bulkheads, it's going to improve it a little bit. I think that's probably all we're going to do there. Range is king, speed is queen. Get both and you have a dynasty. Yeah. That's actually quite a good saying. Alright, let's pump up the vents. Pump up the capacitor. Is there anything else I want to add? I don't think there is, really. I think just flashing these out. Range is great, but pure range is a bit weak in terms of damage for how much OP or flux those weapons cost. So I do prefer a bit of damage on my... Well, I mean, you know, that's fair, yeah. Like point defense lasers, for example, are not exactly great damage dealers. Alright, so that is set up. Let's see how this goes. Am I going to have them alternating? Or linked? Yeah, I'm going to have them linked, actually, all of them. Confirm. You're in quarantine after several of my housemates have gotten sick. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that, Bacon Samurai. I hope tests come back negative for you, buddy. Right, okay. Fleet-wise, let's make sure they're no longer mothballed. I kind of feel that we need a little bit more peeps here. Supplies-wise, we've got some 100. That's not really enough. It's going to cost me 52 just to repair it. But here's the thing I need to do. And we'll switch on over to the other one then to grab some extra supplies, because we can get them significantly cheaper elsewhere. There's no suspicion of us right now, so I'm going to grab a couple of extra peeps. 70 extra crew. Confirm. No suspicion still. This is good. Right. Okay, with that, let's hop, skip, and jump over to the other station. Pick up a bit of extra. There we are. Let's get over there. Really? Attention, your fleet matches the profile of the suspected smuggler posed by Cottle. What do you mean? I barely did anything. Do we allow the scan or do we use a story point to get out of it? I think I've got enough shielded cargo bays to be okay. Allow the scan. Oh no! They found all my heavy armaments. Damn! I really didn't think that they were going to catch me with that. That's a lot of money. Malakin, allow the scan. Yeah, that was a bad call, though. That was a bad call. Blame Malakin. They will catch us. We're not a fast fleet. I should have just used the story point. I really am surprised by that. That's 110 units or something that I could comfortably get 600 for each. There's an informant in our midst. Isn't it just a rare pit anyway? I mean, well, just as I suspected, we've got a smuggler here. Per standard hegemony procedure, you're required to eject the contraband into space for pickup or incineration at the discretion of the patrol commander. Yeah, they'll turn hostile. I can recover from 60k. It's fine. Surrender the contraband. The whole group there, it would have been nasty, but whatever. That's fine. I was right on top of that station, so sooner lose that. Challenge the officer to a duel. The issue with the black market is honestly, you know, you can go in there a dozen times and have no one discover you. As long as you don't buy a lot of stuff. Like, the suspicion readout will tell you where you're thought to be, but I probably bought a couple of too many a couple too many items off the black market to fit my ships. Realistically. Well, I haven't got anything left, so I'll have the scan. Well, everything looks all clean this time. Yeah, indeed. Jog on, mate. Right, let's get in there. Have ourselves a quick trade. There we are. It's a much better price. Wow, we've still got 41 of them. Okay. They only found 110. I need to use whistlebush tactics. Yeah, we had some guns in the shielded cargo. Good night, Santa Knight. Confirm. Right. Well, it's not terrible. It cost me a fair bit to get that back, but oh well. Best place to buy is here for 444. Amusingly. Alright. We are going to now head out Down here. It's going to take 71 fuel. We easily have that. Can you get a license to buy or sell weapons? No. I don't think, even if you're commissioned by the faction, if you are trading in things that are illegal to that faction, it's just illegal. There's no other way around it. Oh, hello. Let's cut the power there and move in. You're not getting away. Tonk. Oh, really? Well, there's no point in me joining the battle for this. I guess I could send in some. I'm going to allow my second in command to do it. My second in command, who is that? You might be wondering. Good question. I'll send these in. Okay. Forces engaged in pursuit. As ordered, no enemy ships managed to escape. Your side was able to recover some combat readiness as they control the battle space, and the engagement was limited. There we are. We're improving our situation with the hegemony. Don't care about ruining it with the Luddic path. Pick through the wreckage. Okay, that wasn't actually too bad. There wasn't enough supplies to make good on how much we spent getting in there, but bounty hunter, mercantile convoy. Let's go. Let's avoid the place that's about to be stormy, shall we? Right, going dark. Who be you? You're about to hit a storm. Smuggler traveling to Yama. There's no reason for me to attack you. Absolutely no reason. Oh, hello. Derelict ship Hound class combat freighter. Okay. Bully smugglers. Well, considering I am a smuggler, I'm not going to take my annoyance out on them. The first officer is Lady Sheila, clearly. That's fair enough. Sheila is my number one. She gets very, very frustrated at me for constantly saying, make it so. There's no reason for me to take that. Begin salvage operation, though. 5 supplies, nothing too shabby. Let me just bring up my actual missions. Intel. Is there a way to see what I've accepted? Mission 7. Got to disrupt the orbital works, which means I need to grab myself some. Let's go just for a sustained burn. I need to get some mercenaries as well. Going. Eventide. Go. Turn on the transponder. We were so close to getting down here and being able to sell those bloody weapons, chat. So close. Eventide, right down here. I like Eventide with its stellar mirrors and stellar shades. That's actually pretty cool. Sphinx over there. We can get some decent bits from. Do a ping. I'm going. I'm going dark. Personal bounties. Analyze derelict ships for the hegemony. Okay, there's someone over yonder. Who'll be they? Bounty hunter patrolling. 12. Delivering fuel and marines to Nova. Is that here? Because they've got something I want. Avoid being spotted, shall we? Aavak, how do you always find really interesting games that I kind of want to play? Experience. Am I going to be able to get here without being spotted is the issue. Friendly patrolling around Eventide. We've got a mercantile convoy returning to Nautia with food, transplutonic ore and organics. We've got a mercenary scout. We've got a friendly patrol. What I need is for them to need to go somewhere else. Slowly, just keep out of their way. Sensor profile is a little bit too big, honestly. Alright. I mean, I could just rush in without too much issue. It's unlikely they're going to be able to find what I've got, and I could just sell them. Okay, let's go. Go, 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 go. Come on. Go quickly. Go quickly. They're almost on me. Oh, so many people are on me. They can definitely already see me. Yep. Okay. There would have been a gap for me to do it, but not anymore. Oh, I didn't mean to emergency burn. That was a bit silly. Turn the transponder on and comply. Continue. No contraband found. I should have just allowed that to happen instead of emergency burning. That was completely by accident. I meant to click on sustained burn. Can you move those around on the hotbar? Because I'm constantly having to check which key I'm about to hit. Repair my ships. 12 supplies. Kind of annoying. Trade goods. Black market. Sell. 29 grand instead of several tens of thousands. Super sad. Longbow. Make them all emergency, but well, I guess so. I also want to pick up the Rimworld DLCs. Can you split your ships into multiple fleets in this? You can't split your ships up, no. But you can have your own faction and have your faction planets produce fleets of ships. But they're not managed by you. But you can set the kind of composition of those fleets and the doctrine that they will use. Kara isn't far away, and Sphinx is a good place to sell these right now. Okay, we'll take them over there then. This one I don't care, we'll sell it there. Got medium issues, but there's no longer anything dodgy on our ships, so it doesn't really matter. Do you got anything particularly dodgy? No. Oh, you got Hephaestus assault guns. Oh, they're way too chonky. Not something I can easily fit on, I think. Got more flat cannons, though. More thumpers as well. Typhoon Reaper launcher. This simple but powerful weapon system consists of a launch tube and a magazine usually carrying 5 standard Reaper-class torpedoes. Oof. Okay. But I think we're going to grab the longbow LPC. It's 10,000, but getting one would be well worth... No, not both of them. Just one. Right, that's going to allow me to set this up to be especially good. We've now got a high-tech fighter fleet. High-tech claw fighters, shielded, using ion cannons, and the longbow, which has a point defense laser and a Sabo SRM. The Kopesh has an Annihilator rocket pod. So, I mean, it spreads out a lot of damage, but I think the longbow's weapon system is going to be the better one. They're both more or less shield killers now, though, which is... Well, actually, no, the... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't go for the Sabo here. As a Welshman, I think you're obligated to get the longbow. I mean, maybe. That's a good point. I could possibly grab that... grab the Typhoon Reaper launcher and stick it on here. That is quite true. Instead of the Annihilator rocket pod. But I think the longbow and claw is what I'm going to be going with my carrier. They are mostly shield breakers now, though. But the fact that this has a point defense laser is kind of cool, because it can take on a little bit of more heavy duty with regards to dealing with enemy fighters. The nice thing about the longbow, though, is if they do get through the shield, there is a good chance that they're going to be able to mess something up with the EMP arc. Alright, we need some new names, though. It's time for a new giveaway. We've got... How many ships is it? We've got 1, 2, 3 ships that need names. So, with that, time for a new keyword giveaway. Let's go with... in honor of 9, we can go with this. Here we are. Leafy Poo. Even though Leafin isn't here, it's going to be Leafy Poo. We'll roll all 3 names at the same time. So just pop your name in there right now. In a few moments, we will get all of these going. I'm sorry that the sound keeps cutting out. It's just that the game doesn't play well in the background. My sadness. My friends, enemies, and acquaintances, we need a Leafy Poo class of ships. It's not going to be called Leafy Poo. You just need to say Leafy Poo to be added in. I made you all type that. Yes, I did. I absolutely made you all type that. And I regret nothing. Not even small amounts of regret. But the ships we have to go is a standard combat freighter, a Cerberus, an Enforcer, and a Wayfarer. So a decent group. Now then, name in-game is open. All names will need to be paid for, but don't need to be paid for by you. Let's find out the first winner is Marja. Need to see those dapper ducats in the name in-game. 9 shall pay. Well done, 9. So, HRMS. Marja. Congrats. Next one. Naming the Enforcer. It shall be Boscaro. Once again, gonna need to see a name in-game. Oops. Nine is paid for the first one, but we need another for Boscaro to get in. And Gina Prime. Thank you so much, Gina Prime. Extremely kind of you. Alright, we need one more. And the name shall be Alice Tappis. I always pronounce your name wrong. Nevertheless, there we go. Let's get you in. And Boscaro paid for this one. Very kind of you all. There we go. All the dapper ducats have been received. What? We'll go with this. We'll go with the HRMS Alice. There we go. I don't think anyone has paid for their own name yet. A couple of people have paid it forward, because theirs was automatically paid for by other dapplings, and so then later on they paid for someone else's. Gotta restore the balance, you know. Right, okay. Everything is good there. I think... I mean, we could go down to the dockside bar, I guess, see what's going on. Try the table of tattooed roughs and see if their contract is up. Take a small shuttle down to the main concourse. Table of tattooed roughs who bear, to your discerning eye, mill-grade cyber mods are drinking alarming amounts of liquor. Well. You prove yourself worth speaking to by partaking in a round of Atmo Drops, a drink based largely on consuming eye-watering liquor as quickly as possible with the mercenary band. They're drunk, for sure, but are composed enough to speak around the precise details of why they're being investigated by the local authorities. After a couple of mercs head up to the order round of orbital bombardments, they lead... Wow. We're drinking with people who drink drinks called orbital bombardments. The leader pulls you aside and sketches out a proposal. We've got 41 suits. We fight in VAC or black. I'll give you our contract of 6,150 credits. And that's giving it away. Put us to work or sell it off elsewhere. Doesn't matter to me if you can get us out of this fix. What do you say? The fleet's crew quarters can accommodate an additional 324 personnel. The total price is 6,150. You have 36,376. I forget what the price is for mercenaries. I need some marines, yeah. What was the base rate for mercenaries? And 40, and then multiply that by 41. Chat, it was relatively recently that I checked. Could you have a quick look back? I want to know if this is a good deal. Heyo, Pikachu. How are you doing? I mean, I'm fairly certain it was... was it like something like 40? 40 a pop or something? What? If I recall correctly, one marine is 250? We're basically stealing them at this price then. Sure, I'll buy the marine contract. Some clever device provided by the mercs convinces the automated scanners that two particular cargo containers are half-filled with mildly radioactive silicate, gravel, and nothing else. Your logistic officer sneaks them aboard with no problems. Okay. Done, done, and done. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that the 15 ahead is better than the price for crew. 74 to 170 in my game right now. Yeah, no, that's a lot closer to what I was thinking. 250 is crazy. But the average is like 200. Okay, well, fair enough. Either way, we just got a bunch of mercenaries for considerably less than we needed. Alright, we need to go down to Sphinx, and I need to let Tilly out. So, on that note, chat, we're going to go on a tea break. I could just hold tight around Eventide, but you know what? Let's go back down. We're going to go down to the dockside bar. So you have a little bit to... you can listen to the ambiance of being in a bar while I check what Tilly needs. I think she probably wants to be let out. And also get myself another drink. Damn. You play one of the games I most wanted to see again when I have to be at work. Guess I'll be binging tonight. Well, I mean, you know, there is that. It's lovely to do. You can just clear up your schedule, sit back, watch some VODs. I do it on the regular when I have the chance. Usually when I'm doing other work, so it's never really fully relaxing, though I do kind of sneak a day here and there. Gotten a little bit better of doing that. was at the local tea shop today. I bought Lapsang and Russian Caravan. Russian Caravan? I've not heard of that one. Let me know what you think about the blend. I don't really think of iced teas. I mean, iced tea is not really what I would consider a tea, honestly. Especially not like stuff like Lipton. It's almost a juice drink at that level of sweetness. Russian Caravan is a blend of oolong, keemum, and lapsang. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to try that out. Honestly, it sounds delicious. I'd be very, very interested in that one. As someone who generally doesn't take any kind of sweetener in the tea, whether it be honey or sugar, yeah, Lipton iced tea basically tastes like okay, so to give you like an analog, how many people in chat have read the Dark Tower series, Stephen King's Dark Tower? Because if you haven't read it, you won't get this reference at all. Great book series, horrible movie. I haven't seen the movie. I kind of knew to stay clear of that. At least one person will get the reference in. Okay, so when Roland is stepping through the first door on the beach and is kind of taking food back and forth from Eddie, and he takes the can of soda back and drinks it, his response to that is basically my response to Lipton the first time I ever tasted Lipton iced tea. Dada chick, dada chum. Just the idea that he'd never known a drink that sweet just kind of blows his mind. It's like, sweet! That's basically what Lipton iced tea was for me. He was literally blown away by soda and Aspen, yes. Like it just had no frame of reference as a basis of comparison to the level of sweetness in our sodas. That's kind of what my response was to Lipton. Not because I've never tasted a sweet drink like on that scale like Roland had, but because I was drinking iced tea, and what I was expecting versus what I got was almost enough to make me spit it back out. Not because it was horrific, but because it was such a system shock, you know? It would be like taking a big full mouthful of water from a water bottle, and it was actually vodka. It was kind of that. I almost choked on it, because I was not expecting that at all. Iced tea was a status symbol in the American South. It required tea, sugar, and ice, all luxury goods, and the sweeter and colder it was, the fancier you were. Oh, that kind of makes sense then, why it's so incredibly sweet. That kind of makes sense. I wasn't aware of the kind of the roots of iced tea, the whys and the wherefores, but that does make sense. That there was basically the sweeter it was a status symbol. Which would explain why it's just way too sweet. On a game-related side note, on a scale of 1 being wait to release and 10 being buy now, what would you play as Captain of Industry? I have watched your YouTube videos and it's interested in buying it. Okay, I'm not even sure you can buy the alpha right now. I think they may have closed alpha support at this point. I might be wrong about that though. Given that beta is just about to happen. It's like December. I'm not exactly sure when it's going to happen, but I think it may even have already happened at the 16th. But I would say at beta price, if you enjoy those sorts of games, then it's a solid 8. At full release price, it will be a 12 out of 10. If you enjoy that game, if you have any kind of inkling that you're interested in it, it'll be a straight up 12 out of 10. But at beta price, it depends so much on your like what you consider disposable income. But we've got things to do. I hope that was a good answer for you. I love how you can see the YouTube message saying that the stream started 8 hours ago, and you can jump on, and it's still going. Yeah. Wow, Pagan Samurai, 22 months. Diolch yn fawr iawn, mate. Hello again, Oscatativ. Oscata. Why do I always say Oscatat? It's clearly Oscata TV. I'm such a dumb. Work is over. I was here earlier in my lunch break. Nice to see you're still streaming. Well, I intend to keep going for a while. Oh, it is actually Oscatat. Oscatat 5. Oh, no, Oscatat version 2. I see. Suddenly all the things make sense to me. I enjoy both Factorio Starsector and Workers and Resources, so I guess I enjoy that type of game. If you enjoy both Factorio and Workers and Resources, then I would say bump up whatever I just said was the purchase by at least 1 point. If you regularly buy console games, which are regularly around the £50 mark, then I would say bump it all the way up to a 10 in beta. But I do appreciate that, you know, funds are limited. 50 quid on a game can be a lot, especially when you just need to wait a while, and it'll go down. Right, okay, we've made our trades at Eventide. We're on our way to Sphinx. Laying in a course. Sustained burn. You know, 16 sustained burn isn't terrible, I guess. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Smuggler. I mean... No, I'm gonna let you go. I'm not gonna try and mess with you. But it might have been a worthwhile thing to hit. As long as I could do it quietly. Actually, do you guys in the UK have 5 Roses tea? Or is that a South African exclusive? I believe I've seen 5 Roses tea. But that might not mean that it's a normal thing in the UK. It's just I also happen to pop into a South African grocery. Have South Africans in the extended family sort of thing. And they've introduced me to several brands which are quite nice. There's this particular brand of jerky from South Africa that I very much like, and there are a few wines that I like from South Africa as well. Right, let's try to go to a higher crew. 21 per unit is pretty amazing. We're gonna stock up. Now, do I want to annoy the hegemony by trading on the black market? Maybe I do. There's Reaper class torpedoes here. The Xiphos LPC is actually quite nice as well. Heavily shielded and armed with long-range weapons, the Xiphos is highly effective in close support role. Its reliance on targeting and navigation feeds from the large ships mean it's incapable of operating independently, but it has a burst point defense laser and an ion beam, and has advanced optics as well, which is kind of crazy. On the note of drink differences here in the USA, Europeans are confused by the fact that we have non-alcoholic cider. The reason is the cider industry got destroyed during Prohibition, and as such they made non-alcoholic versions to stay in business. Alcoholic cider has only recently been reintroduced. That's really interesting. I didn't know about that. Oh, the ferrets. Ferrets are doing well. Arkham, thanks for asking. Reaper torpedoes. Tempting. Kind of tempting. Peel them. There we go. 2-stage missile suited for long-range support by backline combat ships. The second stage has a higher top speed, giving it a better chance of defeating point defense systems. No flux cost to fire. It also has no limit on the amount of missiles. Refire delay is 16 seconds, though. Second stage hits on shields have a chance to arc through the weapon and to weapon and engines, dealing 500 EMP damage. The chance to pierce the shields is based on the target's hard flux level. Doesn't. Ooh, wow. Okay. Hammer barrage. Yeah, we're not interested in any of those, though. Okay, let's grab some fuel while we're here. I'll buy it on the open market this time, though. Actually, could I sell this anywhere we're going? The Umbra Pirates are a place where I would like to get some Marines. I believe. Yeah. So how much? Umbra Pirates. The Pirates have a huge demand. So we could basically double our money here. A little bit lower because we'll be paying a tariff. But I'm willing to go for it. Sure. We'll make a nice, big, hefty purchase. And at this stage, Skona is our location. It's going to cost us 135 fuel. Kind of sucky, but is there anywhere else on the way that we want to go? This system is unexplored. We could pop in there and have a look.